Okay, so there is a difference between being a vibrational match for something versus being in alignment for something. Did we know that? Who knew that? There's a difference. It's not the same thing. It is two different things. Being a vibrational match, did not know that. Good. Being a vibrational match for something and being in alignment, thought it was the same thing. I did not know that. Good. Most people don't. Most people don't. Didn't know that. Did not know that either. Didn't know that. Good. A lot of people don't. And again, a lot of people teaching anything, like it's not that they're holding stuff or not, or lying to you. I'm just a psychopath who has sat here and and trained myself to read creator fields and trained myself to read source. And I'm sitting in here like I'm doing a fucking math equation, but I'm talking with source about this stuff. So it is no one's fault. No one's better or worse. This is just this fucking thing I have inside of me that just has this. Okay. So I really want to go into reasons why manifestation doesn't work for people. And I want to go into how we're going to make it actually work for you. Okay. And then I want some time at the end for questions. Since it is our last day, I want to leave a good solid amount of time for some questions as well for us. Okay. Oh no, I'm getting frozen. Are we all good? Can we hear me? We're good, right? We're good? Okay. I'm freezing a little bit on my end, just making sure you guys can still hear me. Okay. So there is a difference between being a vibrational match for something versus being in alignment for something. Did we know that? Who knew that? There's a difference. It's not the same thing. It is two different things. Being a vibrational match, did not know that. Good. Being a vibrational match for something and being in alignment, thought it was the same thing. I did not know that. Good. Most people don't. Most people don't. Didn't know that. Did not know that either. Didn't know that. Good. A lot of people don't. And again, a lot of people teaching anything, it's not that they're holding stuff or not, or lying to you. I'm just a psychopath who has sat here and trained myself to read creator fields and trained myself to read source. And I'm sitting in here like I'm doing a fucking math equation, but I'm talking with source about this stuff. So it is no one's fault. No one's better or worse. This is just this fucking thing I have inside of me that just has this draw to really actually fucking figure it out. And this draw to how can we make this work for everyone, right? How can everyone get what they desire from this? So I want to explain to you how these things are different. So think of yourself as being in a building, okay? The vibrational match is essentially going up the floors in the elevator. So let's say the thing you want is on the 7th floor. Let's say the thing you're desiring to create or manifest is on the 7th floor. The vibrational match is essentially going up the floors and getting to the 7th floor. Okay? The vibrational match, it's holding the frequency and vibration of the thing you desire. Okay? So it is essentially have you ever met someone or been in a room with someone and you're oh my God, they just feel fucking rich. They just feel wealthy. They just feel or they just feel magnetic. They just feel they know. I just feel I need to listen to them. I don't know who they are. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I just feel I need to listen to them. Who has felt that? Yes, yes, yes. Good. It's because these people have in their creator fields, they're a vibrational match for that. They feel that about themselves. Therefore, they're radiating that off of them. Therefore, you feel that off of them. Okay? You want people to feel that from you, all you got to do is get the right emotional ingredients. This is where the emotional ingredients for manifesting come in. We'll get to everything you need for manifesting later. I want to explain this first and why it doesn't work first. Thank you. That's such a beautiful compliment. Okay. So then the alignment is, okay, so let's say the vibrational match is the elevator to the 7th floor. Alignment is then, let's say you need to go to room 3 on the 7th floor, and that's where your thing is that you're creating. Alignment is then getting in alignment with room 3. So it's vibrational match is the elevator to the 7th floor. Alignment is getting into room 3 on the 7th floor to get to the place you want to go. It's if you have a massage appointment, and it's in a building, and it's 7th floor, room 3, room 703, or whatever it is. Vibrational match is going up the elevator. Alignment is getting into the door. Now, alignment is different from a vibrational match because in order to be in alignment for something, you have to hold a certain vibration for a certain amount of time. For example, when COVID was going on, the flu, whatever you want to call it, I didn't want to get it. Who did? So what I would do every day is I would go test with intuition with my yes or no's. I am an energetic match, which is vibrational match, to COVID right now. If I were to get a yes, it doesn't mean that I'm going to get it because I'd have to be in alignment for it. I'd have to hold that energetic match for a certain amount of time to then be in alignment to get it. So then I would ask, I am in alignment to get COVID right now. If it was a yes, I'd be like, okay, gotta fucking deal with this. If it was a no, I'd also be like, okay, gotta fucking deal with this because I'm still an energetic match, right? Because if I hold this energetic match over a short amount of time or a long amount of time, I will eventually make myself in alignment to get COVID anyway. So with intuition, once again, I could bypass getting COVID. Your girl was like free and clear for a minute until I think it was like 2.5 years into it. And I had a reflection that it didn't address and then I got it. But because I wasn't looking at it, because I was ignoring it. But when I was paying attention and when I was always looking at it, free and clear. Now, there were times where I had a certain emotion that would make myself an energetic match to manifesting COVID into my energy and creator field. But because I could intuitively see and test yes or no if I'm a match, I could bypass having to get it. I could bypass having to get it because then I could see what was the lesson this was going to teach me. Oh, it was going to hit my lungs and it was going to teach me to not be afraid to be heard and speak up. Or, oh, it was going to give me a headache, which means I'm beating myself up, right? Or, oh, it was going to make me really tired, which means I'm really, giving too much. I'm really exhausted of life and I need to switch up what I'm doing, right? Whatever symptoms it gave you, you were a match for with some way, shape, or form with an emotional frequency you were holding. So if you are a vibrational match to something, we have to hold that vibration for a set amount of time in order to then be in alignment to get the thing that we desire to get. Now, the bigger the thing you're desiring to get, the longer you probably have to hold this alignment. It's like going to a gym. If you're going to the gym and you're trying to just lift a 500-pound weight right off the bat, you're gonna fall the fuck over and collapse. You're not gonna be able to hold it. You've never lifted a weight in your life. You're trying to go to the gym, lift 500. It's not gonna happen. You've gotta go lift 5 pounds. You've gotta go lift 10 and 20 and 30 and 40 and 50. You gotta keep going. Then eventually you can get to the 500 pounds. I mean, you gotta really, that's like a lot, but let's say 200 pounds, okay? Let's say 200 pounds. Eventually you can get to the 200 pounds. Same thing with becoming in alignment for something. We have to hold a vibrational match for a certain amount of time to create the stability in our creator field to be able to hold that thing. It's why people can manifest things, but then they can't keep up. Like, how many times has someone manifested something and you're like, fuck, where'd it go? Like, what happened? I can't, like, how'd I do that? How can I do it again? Me, yeah. Me, totally. One of two things happened. One, either you did it totally right with all the ingredients and your energy field wasn't, you wouldn't have done it totally right if your energy field wasn't being able to hold it. But one, your energy field just wasn't able to hold it. Two, you got a few of the ingredients and you got the first thing, but then because we didn't have all the ingredients, once again, our energy field wasn't able to hold it. And so that's what happens. And that's why this happens. And that's my life's work of like figuring out why the fuck does this happen to people? Because let's have it not. So I gotta be sustainable queens. Yes, yes we do. So if our energy field, we can't hold a vibrational match for something for 4 days to then get this big massive thing. Now, the second we shift, we start seeing little shifts in our life. The second we start to value ourselves, people are holding the door for us more. People are texting us back right away. People are starting to buy what we're selling. And we get those things instantly. But now if I'm asking for a massive project to sell to a massive company that's going to be massively life-changing, if I'm asking for a book deal and it's a New York best-time seller, if I'm asking for X, Y, and Z, that's massive, that's going to take some time. And so what happens, and one of the reasons why manifestation does not work for people, is because humans are impatient as fuck. Humans are so fucking impatient, myself included. Like, I'm not sitting here like I'm not. Your girl is. We're so impatient that we fuck it up. So, and we fuck it up by, this fucks it up for so many reasons. Number one is we think it's not working, so we stop. Oh my God, how the fuck? If you're trying to manifest the love of your life, holding a vibrational energy for something for 4 weeks isn't gonna do it. It's gonna start to bring people into you who are maybe being more masculine, who maybe are like asking you out, who maybe are, you're gonna get these like ways that it's working. But in order to hold in your creator field and sustain the density of the love of your fucking life, that's gonna take a minute to get programmed in and strengthen your creator field to be able to hold that and sustain it. Our higher self and soul care about us so much that they would rather not give us something or rather not give us something that they know that we don't have the tools to hold yet, versus making us wait, leading us to all these things to get these tools and then getting it. We can bypass leading us to all these things and get these tools with intuition and with the source way of creation, because we can get the tools that way. So that's one reason why being impatient can fuck us, is we think, oh, it's not working. Oh my God, it's working. We're one, failing to see how it's working, because we're failing to see the little micro moments of how it is working and shifting. And two, we've only fucking held it for fucking 5 weeks. Like, what do you want in 5 weeks? Rome was not built in a day. We have to think of how long it takes to even build a physical thing. If we want to build this beautiful physical house, and we want the house to be perfect and have our favorite bathtub and have our favorite sink and have our favorite floors and our favorite whatever, that's just not going to be built in 5 weeks. It's going to take time. It's going to take the right builders. It's going to take the right people. It's going to take the right people seeing your vision. It's going to take the right amount of time to keep it sustainable and sturdy and up. You don't want your house to be built in a week. It would fall the fuck over if a wind blows, right? We don't want these things to, if anything comes quick, it's not sustainable. It's like the overnight successes, right? You hear their one song and then where the fuck did they go? The Cash Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil. Where the fuck did she go? Actually, people were telling me where she went because I talked about this somewhere else, and then people were sending me like, oh my God, wait, she's been found. We found her. But like, where do these people go? It is not sustainable. Number one, what also fucks us up is if we are impatient, what does that mean? We feel like we don't have it. And if we feel like we don't have it, then we're never going to have it. Because how the law of assumption works is it's assuming and acting and being and living and feeling as if we already have that thing. It's making our schedule as if we already have that thing. It's having the thoughts and emotions as if we already have that thing. It's having the actions and the posture and the physical reality as if we already have that thing. Okay? So we don't create what we want, we create how we feel. So if we're impatient, it means we feel like we don't have it, which means we feel like we don't have it, which means we feel like we're wanting, which means if we're wanting, we don't have it, and then we're never going to have it. And even if we do get it, because our higher self lets us get it as a lesson, it's not gonna be enjoyable. You're gonna be crying in your luxury car, you're gonna be crying in your fucking Malibu mansion, you're gonna be upset about when your business is thriving. Your business is gonna go thrive, you're gonna get horrible illness. And I'm not saying that to scare you, but I'm saying that because energy can't be created or destroyed, it has to go then somewhere else.